Being a new photographer came with so many different things, so many different questions, so many different confusions on what I should do for my route in the beginning. In the beginning, I was trying to figure everything out, trying to figure out what my pricing should have been, when I should stop doing free work, when I should do this, when I should do everything, and I was overall stressed. But I feel like when it comes to being a new photographer, there's a lot of things that you can learn, and it's best to learn from the people that already have started in their footing in the industry, even if they're not the highest level up. That's where I come in. Here are 5 mistakes I see a lot of beginner photographers doing that they can tweak and change to make their life a lot easier. Now, one of the biggest ones starting off was so cold for me because it literally was like a thing that I was battling with for the first couple months of my photography. And that is to not get boxed into one thing early. A lot of people will tell you, oh, just stick to a niche, just stick to a crowd, stick to this one thing. And that is okay when it comes to the genre of photography that you're doing, but you don't want to get associated and tied into completely one thing unless that is your complete absolute one goal. And it's perfectly okay to do that if that is your complete one goal. I only want to do this. But if you want to be someone that can be spread out and not just be boxed into one place, this is for you. One of the coldest things for me starting off was that I used to shoot for my old school that I shot for, doing football work or just anything else portrait work. Because of that, a lot of people tied me into being a school photographer. And that is nowhere near the label you want to be if you want to be someone that can expand and do many things and not be boxed in. So if you don't want to be boxed in, one of the greatest things that you can do to have your differentiation is to go to different places, go to different environments, make it public, post about it, say, oh, I'm open to doing this, I'm open to doing that. And letting people know, like, if you don't have a set tie to this one thing, oh yeah, I'm open for doing everything. I can do that. Oh, I can do that right there. I can do that right there. I feel like when you are at your first starter off point, you should really just be experimenting and trying a bunch of different stuff. You should because if you start off getting into completely one thing early, you may not know what will be for you and what won't be. You have to be willing to experiment out your comfort zone once you step into something that wasn't your comfort zone previously. So keep trying to get into new environments and keep forcing yourself to try new things, and eventually you'll find that lane that's like, oh, I like that. Oh, I want to do that. So that's the main focus. Now, the next big one is so critical because me being a person that started off with not a lot of gear and different stuff, this was not as much of a problem for me, but I've seen it in so many different people. Stop obsessing over gear so much. A lot of times people think that, oh, the gear is what's gonna get you clients. And in reality, the gear gets you clients if you have stuff if you're going from something that absolutely is not usable to something that is, that's when the gear quote unquote matters. But if you have something that's usable, it may not be the best work. It may be something that's just solid. It can absolutely still work and still get you clients. When I started off on a DSLR, a Canon T6i. If you are aware of it, it is literally a beginner camera that is lightweight. I bought it for $300 on OfferUp. Like $300, real talk. And it's probably like $250 now, maybe $200. You could probably get you one. But I used it for like the first 2 years of my photography because I did just enough for me. And a lot of times people would think, oh, to get into the space, oh, I need to have $2,000 camera to get work. But in reality, clients do not care about your gear. If you shooting on you can shoot on an FX3, anything that's named and anything that's over 2,000, all this crazy stuff. I'm not knocking it because it's absolutely better on stuff. But at the same time, clients just want results. If you know how to deliver a good product, if you know how to communicate, if you know how to market yourself, these are all skills that will get you way past just the gear. So do all the little things right. It's like on the basketball court, they'll tell you like the role players, oh, they're the ones that'll hustle, that'll go rebound, that'll go play defense. You do all the little things good. If you may not have the best equipment, don't use that as your excuse and reason to not think that you can get paid work. Because you absolutely can still get paid work and still get clients with no matter what you use. Eventually, somebody's gonna be out there for it. So find your strengths and play to them. Now, when it comes to collaborations, this one is so critical because you should not be saying yes to every single product and not every single project. When you start off early, there's gonna be a lot of people that wanna collab with you and do different shoots and do different things. But what you need to understand is you need to be very intentional with what you select, because not every collab is going to be beneficial to you. And if you are going to do collaborations, make sure that they are on your terms. This also goes into the last one as well, but it's literally just being intentional with every move that you do. So you know that, okay, if I'm gonna do this collab shoot, okay, I'm getting a collaboration post, I'm getting tagged on the post. It can help bring more coverage back to you. If you're doing something that's not something that you want to do, that you have interest in, that's something that's for you in a way, let it go. Now, again, I said earlier that you should still be experimenting and trying different things, but have that trial and then don't continue if that's something that you feel like isn't for you. Don't get yourself stuck into the lane of thinking, oh, I gotta do this just because I'm early and new and I should be trying everything. You should be experimenting, but be experimental with your trying stuff and make sure that you don't say yes to everything and choose what you want to do. Now, for the next big mistake I see a lot of photographers making is barely being visible. As a photographer, someone being in this space, someone being in business in general, the best opportunity and the best thing that you can do is make sure that you are constantly being visible and constantly being seen. The quote that when you're out of sight, you're out of mind, it is very, very real. So as a photographer, you can be doing simple stuff, posting the pictures that you take, posting your process, posting your behind the scenes, posting reviews, posting what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, but you should be seen in constant different ways. And if that goes into the fact of, oh, you gotta do a collaboration shoot, oh, you gotta do this shoot, make sure that you are not so far out the mix to where you cannot get work. Because a lot of the times, like I say, if you are gone for a month or people don't really know, oh, okay, like, oh, people don't know your prices because they aren't anywhere. People don't know that you're doing this shade of work because they're not anywhere on your page. If you want to have your grass grown, you gotta water it. So make sure that if you're trying to get new clients or trying to get people in a set space or trying to get people for this genre of photography, make sure that you are putting stuff out like that and making yourself visible. Let your social media be the biggest outlet that you could be in, because it's so easy to post your work and let people gravitate towards it, because when you have that love for it, it's gonna get seen. Somebody gonna find you. So post your work, make yourself visible. Don't be out of sight, make sure you on mine. Now for the last one. This one is so crucial because so many photographers get caught into the trap early. I'm calling it the trap because it's literally something that gets got for almost everyone. Stop falling into the trap of either trying to go viral or trying to chase celebrities. Celebrities are cool, but a lot of the time you can get content for them and it'll be completely out of reach for you and it might not do anything for you. You can have posts that can go viral for millions of views and not get any money out of it. Just because a lot of times virality, especially for certain things, like if you're trying to go viral for being funny, if you're the funny guy, people may follow you for a bunch of laughs and stuff, but what does that do for you? If you're trying to work with a celebrity and the celebrity has a bunch of fan bases or fan pages following them and you happen to get posts or anything of that nature, it can be good. I'm not saying it cannot be good for you because it's good for portfolio to have those at times, I guess. But it's not the thing that people will really like gravitate towards in terms of like, oh, you have a bunch of community. I've seen a couple different photographers that work with a whole bunch of different celebrities, but they don't work a lot. Because if you're known as just a celebrity photographer, a lot of times people will just want to work with the celebrities as a photographer. And now when you get higher up into that point where people are actually charging celebrity rates, who's booking those celebrity rates? Especially if you're not connected with this celebrity. So don't get caught into chasing those. If I was to say there's anybody you should be doing collaborations with or anybody you should be focused on trying to connect with, focus on connecting with the community. Build a community with the base of what you have around you, because that's so much better than trying to build and cling on to a celebrity to come up and now it's like, say they fall off, not worse comes to worse. I'm not trying to wish that on anybody. Say that happens, or it's like, they don't even connect with you and you did all that trying to reach out to them. Now you just wasted a whole bunch of energy when you could have just connected with a couple people, did some work with them, and now you've built up a core collect with people that are actually reachable and not acting as weird. A lot of celebrities, they don't tag you in posts, they don't, it's just a weird cycle. So don't get caught up in the celebrity trap. And that is the last one for the day. My name is EJ Dixon, also known as Great Pics Only. If you are interested in the content, I have so much other videos like this on the way to come. let's get going. If you are a beginning photographer, go ahead and toss me a follow on Instagram at Great Pics Only. I drop a lot of game on there now, and I'm doing other classes as well on the way soon. So if you're interested, just drop me a follow and let's go from there. Thank you so much.